Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play on the 5by5craft server with Pirotess. We're here at my base today, and as you can see, there have been a lot of changes. Backwards changes. We've regressed. This is what it looked like back in episode 2. We have removed all of the farms, both the wheat and the potatoes and the carrots, as well as the automated redstone farms. All of that is all gone. We have cleared out all of the pigs and the sheep and the chickens and removed them all down underground. This has all been filled in so that it's flat and buildable. And what we're going to be doing is building the pyramid. Yes, finally time to build the pyramid. So you can see I have set up chests full of materials. We have a whole lot of materials that will be used here. We have chests and chests of sandstone, all full, all of these double chests, all except this last one here, which is almost full. We have pumpkins and pumpkins, no end of pumpkins. You'll be seeing what those are for. We have some other miscellaneous materials. Let's go. It's time to begin building the pyramid. So we've finished up to the first 5 levels. As you can see, it closes in very quickly. What was a huge space is already starting to shrink. Taking a look on the outside, you might also have noticed that I'm basically building a massive stepped mob farm. All of this is spawnable space, and I don't even have torches on it. This is going to be terrible, right? Even if I do put torches on it, it's still not going to look that good. But this actually isn't the outside of the pyramid we're building. This here is going to be the outside. This is just the inside that we're going to see. So we have these 3-block difference. What am I going to do with those other 2 blocks? Well, while I'm building the rest of this, I'd like all of you to think about it and see if you can figure out what exactly the plan here is. So a few people have commented that they'd like to see a little bit more of my building during these videos. I've generally been showing before and after clips because I figure watching me dig and place blocks just isn't very interesting. But it's been requested, so here is a clip of my masterful pyramid building skills in action. Here I am skillfully navigating a corner and placing 2 rows of blocks at the same time. Go me. I actually have to be kind of careful while doing this because, like I said, I haven't lit this area up and stuff has been like that. I guess the zombie wanted to help. Though I suppose this is not an inconvenient place to die since my bed is right underneath. Notice this dirt barricade that I put up to prevent a repeat of the pigman spawn capping incident from last episode. I will just recover my things. They're right there on top of my bed, and I'll get back to building. Alright, so here is the inside of the pyramid all done, and I'd like to think that it looks fairly impressive, but I'm sure some of you are wondering how much sandstone did I use to do all of this. Well, let's take a look. We have, out of 5 chests, we have 1 chest empty and 1 chest still half full. We still have all of these double chests full of sandstone. What are they for? And what about the pumpkins? I haven't even touched them. There's an entire double chest of jack-o'-lanterns and almost a half. What am I going to do with it all? Well, we're about to find out. But first we need to take a brief interlude to kill a wither. So our first step in killing a wither is going to be finding a suitable place to dig a nice little hole. Then we dig a hole. Not very glamorous here. Next we place some soul sand and some skulls. I've been collecting these over the past few weeks, an hour or 2 of hunting at a time. I've been using looting 3, but no wither skeleton farm on the server, so it's been a little slow. We now put the 3rd skull in its place, and we run away, box him up, and wait for him to explode. Killing him is actually a bit anticlimactic. 5by5craft has a plugin that stops mobs from destroying blocks, so villagers can farm, but no creeper craters, no endermen stealing blocks, and no withers destroying the entire countryside. It makes them very easy to kill, though I suppose most people just use pistons to kill them anyway, so it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Eventually we've hurt him enough with the arrows that we can just charge him with our sword and whack him with it until he dies. Ta-da! I don't see the nether star, but probably in my inventory. Yep, there it is. Good. Next we gather up some glass, and somewhere I have some obsidian. Very good. And then we put all of that together with the nether star, and poof! Ta-da! First beacon on the server. At least, so I'm told. I'd thought Primer beat me to the first beacon, and there's some rumors that maybe Max Tier did, but according to everyone in chat, I was the first, and Coco apparently was second. So congratulations me, congratulations Coco, that's 2 beacons on the server. Who wants to build a wither skeleton farm? And finally, we take our beacon and a bunch of iron blocks, and we set it up in this convenient 3x3 hole left at the top of the pyramid. This is only temporary. I do have other plans for the top of the pyramid, and eventually there will be a set of beacons at each of the four corners, but this will do for now. Unfortunately, I only have enough iron for a single level pyramid, but I do have those villagers from last episode breeding right now, and eventually they'll become an iron farm, so I can get Haste 2 to use with an Efficiency 5 pick to mine out the rest of the mountains in the area. But with a beacon now in place, and yes, Haste 1 in place, it's now time to get back to pyramid building. And that next step of pyramid building, did anyone guess it? Post if you did. It's pumpkins! Yes! I am actually going to be coating the entire pyramid in jack-o'-lanterns, roughly 3 regular chestfuls of jack-o'-lanterns. This will be a brightly lit pyramid, and there will be no more mobs spawning on it and pushing me off to my death anymore. Many, many hours later, we're now back placing the last final few rows of pumpkins in the pyramid, and that is it. We're done. That's the last of the pumpkins, so let's get up to the top and take a look at this magnificent pumpkinified monstrosity that we've created here. Wow, that's a lot of pumpkins. About 5,000 if my math is correct, a little over 5,000. And it wouldn't surprise me if this were actually the most brightly lit pyramid ever made in the history of Minecraft with all of these jack-o'-lanterns. Let's get a look. Wow. And the outermost layer, as I'm sure many of you guessed, is sandstone stairs. There are a lot of reasons for this. I actually kind of prefer the look of smooth sandstone, but lighting a pyramid like this is always an issue because you don't want mobs spawning on it. It's come up in previous episodes. I don't like coating things in torches for lighting. I much prefer light sources to be hidden, and mostly I only use torches for the cosmetic effects. If I used a full block of sandstone on the outside, that would block the light from the pumpkins. Stairs are sort of semi-transparent. They block light for mob spawning purposes, but they visibly let it through so you can see it. And stairs being a partial block, nothing can spawn on them just like half slabs. So this 3-layer deal not only makes everything unspawnable, it also creates that beautiful glowing block effect that I like so much to light up the outside of the pyramid at night. And since there's stairs, it means no jumping required to get up to the top, which is altogether very convenient. It was a lot more work to do it this way in 3 layers, and certainly far more material, but it's totally going to be worth it for the final effect. And here we are a week of real recording time later to see that final effect. For those wondering why there was no video last week, I went to Comic-Con. Here I am dressed up as Jafar from Aladdin, posing with Ursula from My Little Mermaid. Then there was this girl who, when she saw me, excitedly came running up and asked for a group Disney villains photo. I had to look up the costume later. Apparently she's Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog. Even ran into a Jasmine and Aladdin pair. Totally unplanned, but hilarious. Of course, most people weren't dressed up as Disney characters like Ruby Rose and Blake here, Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and even a few actual comic book characters like Iron Man, and even a few creative interpretations of comic book characters like the Dread Pirates Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. It was a fun convention. I'm glad I got to go, but we have a pyramid to finish, so let's get back to it. So let's set up the pyramid and take a look. It is a very subtle effect, but you can see that the jack-o'-lantern light shines through the stairs, and that entire middle pumpkin layer was solely to generate that effect you're looking at. There's the beacon, you can say I moved it down here, and this waterfall makes a simple mob-proof door. We can jump right through, but mobs swim through the stream, they get stuck and they die. For the inside, I was considering placing upside-down stairs to smooth it all out, but that lets jack-o'-lantern light through, and I think I prefer this dark in some places and lit in others effect. Incidentally, for those who are wondering about these are fully automated melon farms. I did a lot of manual pumpkin harvesting for those 5,000 jack-o'-lanterns, but these helped a lot too. Also, I have fully upgraded the beacon to help speed up terraforming around here. No iron farm yet, so it took forever mining all of that, but it's supplemented with some emerald blocks, compliments of my villagers. Next step is not going to make it into this episode, but the plan is that I'm going to be putting a ring of 3 wide half slabs around the pyramid to act as a road border between it and the farms. Because yes, the pyramid itself is really just a capstone for the rest of my base. Most of it's going to be underground, and it's going to extend clear out to this distance in all directions. Eventually. But for now, I think this is a good stopping point. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. This channel is falling terribly short of the subscribers needed to qualify for a channel URL, and I'd really like to see that happen, so please do subscribe. Also, as usual, if you have any questions or something you're dying to see in the next episode, please leave a comment and let me know. But for now, that's all we have time for, so this is Pirotess signing off. See you next time.